Hello and welcome to the Forgotten Bookshop Girl. This is Nina, and today I'm going to show you how you can make these gorgeous little stars out of some orange peel or satsuma peels of any citrus fruit peel. And really all you need is the fruit in question and a little cookie cutter in a star shape. Unfortunately, I can't tell you where I got this one from because we've had that for a really long time, but I'm sure that it should be quite easy to find these online. And I came across this idea last year somewhere, and I tried it and I absolutely loved the idea. First of all, I just find that just peeling an orange or a satsuma or a mandarin in the winter time, just the smell just really reminds me of Christmas. And I kind of really like the idea of being able to use the peel and not only have all the good stuff from the fruit itself. I'm going to eat this later, but to be able and do something with it. And also, even though when they're dry, they still smell. You can still smell this lovely citrus scent. And so really all you need to do is grab your cookie cutter and then place it on the peel, and then just press down. I'm trying to do it kind of gently because I don't want the whole table to move about, and then because I don't want to move the camera. And then it's like making biscuits really, and then you just push it out and you've got your star, and then you just carry on until you've cut them all out. Well, I do find that I usually just use the palm of my hand, but that hurts. So I came up with the idea of just using the top of a lid, but I'm sure you could find other things in your house that you could use. And then I just put it on top and press it down, and that makes it easier and not painful. So and once you do get quite a lot of stars out of just this lovely little fruit, and then you need to let them dry. So I've tried two things so far. One is just stick them under a heavy book, but I found that maybe I should have used kind of more absorbent paper to sandwich them in, so that the paper can soak up the moisture that is obviously in the peel. And most of them went quite dark. The other thing I did was whenever I've used my oven and it was the oven, then afterwards the oven was cooling down, I would just put these little stars on the tray and put them in the oven, and that will dry them out. However, when they do dry out, as you can see with these, they're no longer flat, but they're slightly they kind of like slightly curve up like dried leaves. But what you can do with the dry stars, you can put them under a heavy book, and that flattens them out really nicely. So I got the better results by sticking them in the warm oven, and I think sometimes I just forgot them overnight, and then you'll just have the dry stars on the next morning. The other thing I'm trying at the moment is just sticking them on a piece of paper and then on top of the radiator. Probably depends on what kind of a radiator you have. If you can have, if you can put paper on top of it, if that is safe. Because I think that should dry them out quite nicely, and then I can put them under some heavy books. But now I'm trying to, whenever I am using the oven, I've got some, I use the oven version. And so you might ask me, so what am I going to do with all these stars? So first of all, I love the way they look, so I could use them just as additional decoration around the house. I can, when I'm sort of wrapping presents that I'm sending somewhere, I could just sprinkle some of the stars on top, so whenever, you know, the person is opening the parcel, they would see these stars, and I might even mix them up with some kind of like those glitter stars you can get, or something else. And then I also try to just add them to a little label, so you could create little gift tags. And all I've done, let me just grab a needle and thread. I'm just using something thicker, so hopefully you can see this. So I'll just take one of the stars and just push through with a needle, and that works really well. It's no problem at all. And then you just you've got a little star on a thread, and then you can just attach it. You could attach it like that to a present, or as I've done here, I just attached it to the gift tag. And I'm sure there are lots more ideas. You could maybe put them in little kind of like glassine envelopes, and if you had like little glassine envelopes and put these inside, and then you could use that envelope as a tag for a present, that could look quite nice. So there are lots of ideas you can do, but this is really simple. I find it's a lot of fun. I actually find it's a very calming activity. It doesn't take a lot of time. It smells divine, so that's really nice, and I feel it's very Christmassy, so I'm really enjoying it. If you have any other ideas of how to use these, please let me know, and maybe we can share a few more ideas. Okay, that's it for today, and I'll see you all soon, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!